Welcome to Secure Money Mindset, the ultimate podcast for financial planning tips and strategies. Our episodes are designed to be concise and to the point, lasting no more than 30 minutes. Each episode features seasoned advisors from Secure Planning Group or an outside financial specialist discussing crucial issues and providing actions to consider when addressing your top financial concerns. We value honesty and transparency, meaning we present both the good and the bad news in a clear and concise manner. Our goal is to provide you with reliable insights and practical guidance. Be sure to hit the follow button to stay up to date with our latest episodes. For more information, please visit our website at securepg.net. Let's dive into this week's episode of Secure Money Mindset.
Welcome back to the Secure Money Mindset podcast. I'm your host, Mike Lenge, and today I'm with Neil Gordon, one of the managing partners here at Secure Planning Group. And we're here to talk to you today about the importance of having discipline when talking about investing and building out the foundations of a financial plan. So with that being said, I appreciate you taking the time today, Neil.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me.
And we'll get right into it. How would you kind of frame the conversation in terms of like when you started with a client in talking about investing in general?
Well, it's a great question. And so, Secure Planning Group, we have clients that range from 90 years old to 20 years old. And when we start thinking about investing, you would think that everyone acts a little bit differently in terms of investing. But when you really think about it, investing should be very simple. You tend to have processes. And when you talk about processes, you should try to be systematic with your investing. So you think about when we first start investing, and most of us start when we're working for somebody. It may be in an IRA, it might be in a 401k plan. And if you're an employer, when you work for an employer, they have a 401k and you start investing through your pay stub. Every single 2 weeks you get paid, a certain percentage starts coming out of your paycheck, and right away you're an investor. And you continue this throughout your career, whether you're working for somebody or you're working by yourself. If you're working by yourself, you want to have your IRA, but the same process. You work, you pay yourself, you systematically invest, whether it's 2 times a month or 1 time a month, but you're trying to keep investing very simple, and you're doing it on a consistent basis. So, Mike, I'm a golfer. And so one of the things I do every time I go out to play golf is I hit some balls and I putt for a while. And it keeps me grounded in the game. Any hobby you have, whether mine is golf, your tennis, if you're an artist, you tend to do the same things over and over again to get you into that mindset. And I feel investing is very similar. You have to have that mindset. Once a month, I have to pay myself first. I have to invest in something. If I work for somebody, I have to set up my 401k and I'm going to pay myself every 2 weeks through pay. And to me, that's the best way to invest. It's systematic. You don't forget about it. You keep it going and you invest your monies. And over time, whether you're 20 and then you get to 90, whatever money you put away, that's going to be available for you for the future.
How would you talk to what makes investing different for someone, as you, in your example, when you're 20 years old versus approaching retirement versus once you're retired?
So let's say you're 20 to 30 years old and you're just starting your career. Maybe you're getting married, kids start coming into the picture. So perhaps you can't invest a lot. But either way, what you do have on your side is time. So if you know you don't need monies for 20, 30 years, I tend to say, why don't you be more aggressive with your monies? Right now, we're in an environment where what's really popular, it's AI, it's growth stocks, it's information technologies, your Apples of the world. So why would, if you're young and you don't need your monies for a long period of time, why would you not be investing in something that is going to take that into consideration? You could be more aggressive with your monies. On the flip side, now you're 70, 80 years old. The technology stocks, the AI stocks, they're going to be very volatile. So maybe you don't invest in something like that, or maybe it's a smaller portion. Maybe you're investing in something that it's very conservative, maybe your consumer staples, your Johnson & Johnson's, your companies that have been around for a long period of time. You have to take into consideration where you are in your life cycle, and that's really how you invest your monies.
I guess kind of playing off that, in terms of like over your lifetime, how do you consider taxes as part of the consideration when you're making those investment decisions?
So great conversation, and I'd say this comes up a lot in our client meetings. So think about if you're deferring and investing in your retirement accounts. When that comes back out, after 60, 70 years old, you're going to be taxed. It's any kind of money that comes out is considered income. So think about your tax bracket today. Let's say you're in your 40s, maybe you're in the 22% bracket. When you're retired, maybe your tax bracket goes down because you don't have as much earned income. So maybe you're down closer to an effective tax rate of 15 to 16%. So you invest your monies early in your retirement accounts because you could defer, but when you have your monies come out, they're going to come out as basic income. If you're investing in non-retirement accounts, once again, your tax treatment is different. Your money goes in after tax, whatever it grows by, that comes out, and you're going to pay capital gains tax. So right now, for most people, it's 15%. If you're in the higher brackets, it's 20%. But again, it's a tax play. So you keep your investing in your retirement accounts, but also putting money away on an after-tax basis, and you'll work on the taxes when you do have to pull the monies out.
One thing I find ourselves saying a lot is people like your accountant, they're focused on your calendar year tax return, versus us as your advisor, we're focusing over how much taxes you pay over your lifetime and how that impacts your investment decisions, how it impacts financial planning decisions. So I think that's like an important distinction. We work well and we're aligned with your CPA, but we're there to help you think about how it impacts things over the long term, not just within a given calendar year.
So true. So I'm sure during this time of year, you get calls from the clients, and they get requests from their tax professionals. And it's up to us to make sense of how monies came out, how monies were invested. And throughout the year, when monies are pulled out, we will think about that. We'll think about the tax consequences, because we know this conversation is going to come up in between January and April on the tax efficiencies of your monies.
It's all been super helpful. If you had to kind of summarize your thoughts about how you view investing as part of financial planning, maybe you could just give a couple summary thoughts.
Sure. I say it's no different than your other hobbies. Yes, money is very emotional. We live off of it, we need it, but you could treat it like your other favorite things. It should not be something you're scared of. And you build a process. Once a month, it should be at the top of your mind. Invest your money somewhere. And Mike, we tell people to invest monies in their IRAs and their tax deferred accounts and their 401k plans. So investing monies in your house. Sometimes it comes up where you're paying a mortgage, maybe you're throwing an extra $50 onto your mortgage. It's an investment. So develop your processes, work with us, work with your advisors to come up with the investment strategies for all your monies. And if we could help you, we're going to be able to put you in a better position over time.
That's super helpful, and I appreciate you taking the time to walk through it. We hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us directly, and we hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you on the next time.